You a hopping little girl, huh? You hopping little doggy. Welcome back, trainers. Whoa, I'm about to fall in the snow. I've made a trail, just me and Athena here. People usually walk back here, but it's just too deep lately. There's a lot of snow. So it's not as light out because I'm a little late out here to record the second video in Alaska. Well, Alaska doesn't have much snow in this wintertime. I was gonna say summer. In the summer, we got 24/7 sun. That's another story. Anyways, we're gonna be taking a look at Zarude again and Zacian, but this time, the star of the show is gonna be Landorus. This thing is a freaking beast. Now, it is somewhat squishy, superpower, stone edge, mud shot. Let's go. This thing is putting in the work. Athena's just running around, hopping, going crazy. This thing put in the work. So we've used this team before. We're revisiting it. Let's take a look and see how it does look. You know, we got the fresh jacket on again. Always. So it's been raining and it is cold. Hey, froze. Now we got like that hard snow, so you can hear that. That's what the snow's got like a layer of ice on it. All right, well, let's check out these teams. All right, trainers, let's get into this here. So Master League Classic, no XLs like yesterday. I'll get into the XLs sooner than later. I'm having a little fun here with my Zarude, my Zacian, which has horrible IVs, and the star of the show, which is going to be Landorus. This thing is amazing, okay? So we did use it in Season 9, this team. You can also, we made several different variants of this team. You can use this Zarude and Zacian core with Excadrill, Metagross, Ho-Oh, Landorus, and several other, Kyogre as well too. So even Dialga, you just gotta play around it. You gotta look out for the Charmers in that case, although Dialga is steel. But the point is, it's a good core. All right, so I want you to take a look at the IVs as well. Okay, sure, the Zarude is looking pretty good. I know a lot of people did get, screwed over because you can only get one. What if you got flat IVs? I mean, it's a prize in some cases, but not for Zarude. You don't want, not that thing. You want the best IVs possible, right? I don't know. Hopefully they'll bring it back. Who knows what they'll do? Maybe they'll see that it's such a high demand and so meta relevant that they should maybe potentially bring it back for a second try, which they probably will. We've seen that with the mythicals. There's no question about it, but they should maybe drop it in raids, right? Hey, right. You want some money, Niantic, All right, but anyways, enough about Zarude. Let's go ahead and talk about Landorus here. Now, I personally love this thing here, this form specifically. I don't like the humanoid, cross-arm look. Honestly, it never was appealing to me. If you like it, that's fine. I'm not trying to dog on your Pokemon or anything, but this one just looks awesome. It's just floating in the air, and it has those cool little cloud feet. But it is going to be amazing with that superpower and Stone Edge and the quick mud shot to gain energy fast as crazy. That's not going to say that Zarude and Zacian are not going to be putting in the work because, honestly, they're very good. Zarude's typing is just perfection, and Zacian's moves are wow. What the heck? It's like they wanted this thing to be as OP as possible. Can you imagine when it gets its form change? I mean, this is going to be crazy. If we get Kieran Black, we can form change and bring him into the GBL. That's going to be pretty nutty. But anyways, we'll get into the commentary because I just want to talk for a little bit like I usually do for a 40-minute video because, yes, I got a 40-minute video dropping for you. So if you do enjoy these long videos, please, folks, I'm begging. No, I'm just hit that like button. It's basically lets me know. All right, so bring it into Zacian. We're going to have to do a lot of tricks, a lot of great battles here. We lost a total of, I'm going to have to say today, of battles around 5, probably like 5. And I'm going to say over half of those, and I'm not trying to say, only reason why, it's for real. Most of those is because I was behind on energy, and if I would have had that 1 or 2 quick moves of energy that I was denied, then I would have been able to. Now, I know a lot of you telling me in the comments, and I see you. I already know about this, the whole Mario Kart start. What does that mean? If you're not a Mario Kart player, well, you got to push or start tapping on the screen like around 1. When you see 1, go ahead and start tapping. Now, somebody told me, I didn't figure this out. Somebody told me, sorry, I don't have the screenshot of who said this, but they said if you see the typings in the 3, 2, 1 go, then start tapping at 1. If you don't see the typings, then you're good to go. And I tested it, and it seems pretty spot on. Now, the reason why I don't do it every time is because it doesn't work every time when you tap on one. It doesn't work every time. This is a broken thing. This game is busted, and I don't know. We'll have to see whenever they fix it. Who knows? Maybe they needed just an extra, $2 more billion, and maybe they'll get on that. Who knows? All right, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I could go on and on. Yes, I just wanted to talk about when I say you're gonna probably roll your eyes, like what does this have to do with anything? I'm gonna make a juicy steak later with potatoes. Oh, it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna have some. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be delicious. I'm gonna try it in the air fryer. We'll see. Having a blast with that thing. All right, so somebody said it's for people who don't know how to cook. Yeah, I mean, not really. I can cook. It's just I'd rather stick this thing in the air fryer and get this done with, and it cooks up nice and fresh and crispy. Not only that, it's healthy. All right, it's really healthy. And I can make donuts. I couldn't make donuts before, but it's great. Anyways, there you go. A little bit of my life. Let's get into the commentary here. 6 minutes in. All right. Up against an X-Legend. A lot of X-Legends here. Met with an Excadrill. This is great. Now, we don't want to shield up the first charge move. You let that go. All right, you let that go. And you do not throw yours. You let them throw. And careful, they might try to catch. All right, getting to 2. They're still in there. Fantastic. We're going to throw the first one now. They might try to swap out on the second. They already did. Wow. Did you? What? I mean, I guess you can't even blame me. I didn't even see that damn thing. So that was a good swap to catch. Okay, we're going to throw that and then throw the wild charge so we can actually do some dang damage and bring in the Landorus here. They're going to go for a play rough. Pretty much, oh no, that's not true, but a lot of the Zacians I went up against had a play rough today. And for this team, should you run Wild Charge or play rough? Well, seeing that Landorus is weak to Kyogre water, that's pretty much the only water type you're going to be seeing in the Master, right? You may want to go with Wild Charge to give yourself a bit more edge to take that thing out, which is going to be a massive threat. Zarude is obviously going to be able to just easily just roll over a Kyogre. But, you can't rely on that all the time. What if it's down? All right, back in here with the Zarude or the Zacian, the double Zs. All right, building up to do close combats here, and that Dialga is starting to sweat a little bit. We're going to go ahead and throw that first one, and they're letting it go. We're going to go ahead and swap into Zarude to see if we can farm down. And that's a little unfortunate. I think like one more Vine Whip there, we would have been able to. We're going to go ahead and shield it up just to hold on to that health. Knowing that they had that Excadrill in the back, we're going to go ahead and, well, they're going to throw a charge move. We have no more shields, but Rock Slide's not going to be enough. Not even another Rock Slide's enough. We're going to go ahead and go for our move here. And we do have the Zacian with a charge move. Is that? It doesn't really matter. Zarude's going to be able to get to another Power Whip and take out that Excadrill. So this entire team is going to be able to handle Excadrill. And down goes, that thing is very squishy, but it hits so hard. And the key with Excadrill is to, well, charge really fast. That's what it's all about, right? All right, so for our next battle, we're met with a Giratina here. Now we're going to have to, I'm not really going to bluff. I'm just building up to 2 wild charges. It's up to them to make the call. So they're going for a Dragon Claw and retreating into Dialga. Yeah, sometimes you have to do what you got to do if you run into something that you're weak against, your whole team almost maybe. So we're going to go ahead and just get that close combat off and swap into our Landorus here. And we're going to let this go. This Iron Hit's not going to KO. We're extremely squishy. This thing is, it really can't take a hit too well. But it hits hard as heck, so it works out. And charges fast. They're going to be coming back in here with the Giratina. And we're going to go for the Stone Edge, of course. There's no point in going for a superpower here. They're going to go ahead and take us out. I don't know if they had just like one charge move because they just go Dragon Claw. That could be potentially the case, right? All right. But in any case, if that's so, then awesome that you made it this far. But then again, you keep playing other leagues and get up this high. Anyways, we have the Zarude in here. And it's a little bit of a different matchup compared to the Giratina Origin because usually people run all ghost moves. This one has the dragon, which is going to be able to hurt us. And they have a Togekiss in the back. All right, so I played into their hands perfectly. I'm over here. You got one move on your Giratina. Oh, but you made it this far. Good job. Pat on the back. Little did I know they're sitting over there like, shut your mouth. I'm going to beat you with my Togekiss. I'm going to charm you down. And that's exactly what they're doing right now. I didn't know if I should have went for another Snarl before getting off this, but I think either way, another Charm would have taken me out, even if I didn't debuff myself there. So, good game. You got me. You knew what you needed to do, holding on to that Togekiss and those shields to the very end, and you got me with the Charm. On to our next opponent. We're going to be seeing a mirror match. All right, so my Zacian is garbage. Remember that. Now, just because a Pokemon has horrible IVs doesn't mean really much. Now, if you have some weird legendary that you traded and it just completely tanked or whatever, that's different. But if you're looking at a standard raid Pokemon that you caught, other than a flat, 10, 10, 10, then I don't know. You don't really need to worry about the IVs too much. If you're going to be powering it up beyond 50 or beyond 40, 50 beyond 50 soon, but beyond 40, then you want the best IVs that you can possibly get, honestly. If you're looking at a 15, 15, 14, that's virtually a 100% IV almost. So, I mean, I guess you can go with that. But as you can see here, all the time we're using things that are just like kind of not really that great. People saying, why did you power that up? Because watch me win with it. It doesn't matter. It's nice to show you all too that, you don't need to worry about having the best. And it's not, I mean, when it comes to pay to win, for sure it is an XL Candies. Okay, let's be honest. All right, like, we know. I mean, we don't even need to say let's be honest. We straight up know it's a pay to win system. When it comes to the legendaries in the Master League Classic, sorry for stepping away from the commentary. You can just see here, it's really not too much pay to win. You can use your free passes. Yeah, you're gonna have to get those candies. Okay, you're gonna have to work for something here. All right, not everything's just gonna get handed to you. But if you do have more money to spend, you'll get it done quicker. If you have to go from free raid passes, you can still get it done with those regular candies. As far as XLs though, come on, let's that's just anyways. Next battle, we're met with a Kyogre here. So what we do is build up to 2 of these, obviously go for them back to back, and then if they want a double shield, then great. We're just gonna have to swap into Zarude, doesn't matter. All right, so we're just gonna go Zarude and we'll figure it out. I know Landorus is weak to Kyogre, but Superpower does a lot, and so does Stone Edge, and Zacian still has health to get to a Wild Charge. So let's get it. They're swapping into a Togekiss, and look at this beautiful lag here. Okay, I love it. At least we're getting our energy. I would hope we got all the energy, and you always want to go for Power Whip when you're in this case here. Don't go for the Dark move, okay? Power Whip is just dealing more damage at the end of the day. All right, so we're going to go ahead and bring in our Landorus. Now, the unfortunate part about this team, too, is that if we do have this situation up against a Togekiss, well, nothing can take it out by just quick moves. We're going to have to throw a charge move, and it is going to cost us. So with the Zacian, debuffs, and this, Landorus a debuff, the Stone Edge takes more energy. Anyway, you get the picture. So we're up against Kyogre here. No more shields, getting to a Wild Charge, and this is not going to quite take him out. Let's see. Oh, never mind. I guess I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. We get to a close combat onto the Dialga here with, 1 or 2 HP? Yes, that's it. And then we're going to go in here with our Landorus and get to a superpower right on time. We had energy built up. That's just perfect. Taking the win. Let's get it. All right. Let's keep it going here. What are we going to see? Like I said, we're leading Zacian for the entire battle. We do have the Landorus in the back as to pull out some interesting Pokemon. Who knows? So we're met with a Lugia. Now, I'm not throwing, and I'm over farming because I was waiting for them to throw. I didn't want to debuff myself. So at this point, I'm losing energy, and now I'm at a disadvantage. So I'm going to throw because now it's just getting a little risky here. Just keep farming up with no energy. They go straight Aeroblast, which is good. They're using more energy. Great. Maybe they might have Aeroblast and Future Sight, who knows. Anyway, we're taking them out at the expense of a shield. We've been debuffed. We're going to have to swap immediately. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Unless it's a Dialga, maybe we stay. But it is going to be a Heatran, so we're going to go ahead and bring in our Landorus. And I know, I go Superpower because I know they're going to shield up, and I don't want to debuff myself. I want to survive without a shield. We're going to get to another Superpower. Granted, we can survive. Okay, barely. Wow. And then they bring in Giratina, and I don't even get to the Stone Edge, unfortunately. But that's okay. They lock themselves in there. And we have the Zarude, which is going to be able to handle this thing with relative ease. Unless they have Dragon Pulse, it's going to do a lot of damage, or even a Dragon Tail. Technically, that's going to be a situation for the Zarude. But if they do have Dragon Claw and Shadow Ball, Ominous Wind, you're good to go. So we're going to go ahead and go for the first one. Now, like we described in the last season, farming down at this point, you do a lot of damage within this range, but don't think you're Superman or Super Zarude or whatever, because they're going to go for another Shadow Ball. Before you know it, those things do take you out. Immediately swapping into our Zacian and building up to 2 close combats because they have a shield ready. So we're going to have to do this. It's better to build up to 2 than go for your first one and then build up to your next one, because within that time period, you debuff yourself and they're getting off those quick moves, doing more damage. It's better to build up to 2, hit them back to back, and minimize the damage you're taking. Then you take the win like that. I was actually thinking there was another Pokemon in the back of my mind. I was like, when it was over, I looked at the screen like this. Oh, that's it? Okay. Next battle, we have another mirror match here. And I'm going to have to say, with the current bugs that we have in the game, people are going to be getting advantages and disadvantages when you do have these mirror matches, because you're going to be one behind or one ahead, and that makes all the difference. You already know. You worked on a best buddy 100%, and that means nothing when you're going up against somebody who doesn't even have a best buddy and maybe a 93%, and they're beating you because, well, you are behind on energy. It's always an awesome thing, right? All that work you put in. Niantic, pay attention and stop giving us diaries with, look, I don't even want to attack them. All right, I'm just going to stop. The developers, it's not their faults. I think it's the orders of the people from above, right? So, yeah, anyway. Zarude here. We're getting into it. Whoa. Chill out, Pokey. Okay. Oh, man, I am pretty stinking hungry. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go for the Power Whip. Obviously, I mean, that's what you go up against Zarude here. Yeah, so for the most part, anything that's resisting all of your moves, you basically go for the Power Whip. That's just what you're going to want to do, right? If something resists grass, then I don't need to tell you to go for the other dark move. Anyways, they're going to be debuffing themselves 1-to-1 shield, bringing in our Landorus here to farm down. Let's go. They really debuffed themselves. They're going for the superpower on Zarude. They're going to be able to start Vine Whipping us down here. Oh, we're going to swap immediately. Are you talking combo break? Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. All right, I accidentally hit the wild charge instead. It's not very effective, and I'm thinking, what the hell did I just do? I was about to throw my phone. Not really, but you know what I mean. I was about to get mad. All right, so we're taking the win there, and we're still holding on to our shield. Are you kidding me? Wow. Next battle, what are we going to see in the lead? It's going to be a Kyogre. Again, I'll take it. I'd rather see this thing here up against my Landorus. Landorus is just squishy, and those waterfalls accumulate quick. Shielding up the first one here, and I just don't want to be stuck in a position where I'm in the red and they double shield me or something, and it's all bad. So we're going to go ahead and go for another one here and then swap into Zarude. If they want a double shield, please be my guest. And they let it go. We swap immediately and they bring in Melmetal, and that's fine. They got superpower. You don't need, depending upon your situation, you'll see how much it does. Unfortunately, I think they go Rock Slide first to bait me, and then they go superpower once they realize their Melmetal is just out of commission or pretty much finished with. And we're going to go for that Dark Pulse now. Melmetal is so good. It's a free good Pokemon if you have a Meltan box, right? You could do it with Pokemon Home now. You can do it with the Switch. I remember back in the day, look at you survive like that. That's how much damage. It's great. I remember meeting up with people who needed a Meltan box with the Switch. Those days, I quickly just said, I'm done, or just said, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to sound like a jerk or something, but you know, it's time consuming. There was a lot of people with Switches, so I was like, yeah, that guy has a Switch. Anyway, so you know what I mean. I know a lot of you were in that situation too. All right, so Earth Power, good. Yes, good. Hold on a second here. Wait a minute. That's a Mud Shot. Earth Power. What? Outrage. Wouldn't it just take like, maybe they're just trying to bait me. Maybe they thought they'd be able to get to the Outrage. I don't know. But anyways, in comes the Kyogre, and we'll let this go. And in comes the Rude. Yeah, I know. I'm really you're coming right down to the wire, huh? And I'm gambling. It's fine. I knew I'd be able to survive. I got this. No problem. I wasn't nervous at all. All right, so that's looking pretty good. This team was doing amazing for me. We got a 5-0. I think we went 5-0 2 times today, 4-1, and then a 3-2. Like I said, I think we lost like 5 times. And it was because of those stupid not being able to get in my quick move damage. Those pissed me off so bad. I would have been at the next rank. People like, what? Oh, look. Again, if I have to remind it because they keep commenting, I don't care about my rank right now. We're having fun, right? I'm rising up right now, big time, because this team is good. We're not testing things out, which would have been the case all along if we were using something that we were used to, that was completely meta, and we weren't experimenting with freaking weird Pokemon. Anyways, up against this Groudon here. It does have Dragon Tail, so I think we're looking real good. It doesn't charge as fast, and it's also resisted. Not that much shot's doing a ton of damage, but it is farming up extra. So we're going for another close combat here. We want to retreat, or letting it go. Okay, yeah, that's great. Bring it in our Landorus here because we're looking pretty good. That's fine if I do this, I guess. I don't know. I really was waiting for them to swap. There it is. Okay, and it's going to be a Zacian. Going to go Stone Edge here. And we're getting a shield, the final shield. That's great. Can we get to another Stone Edge? And we do. That's amazing. All right, I just needed to do a little bit of extra damage, but unfortunately, that Zacian is going to be loaded. But it's no problem. We're going to just go in here with our own Zacian, have them unload on energy. If they do have Wild Charge or Close Combat, they're going to debuff themselves. We may be able to even potentially farm down with Zarude. Let's see. Wild Charge, we survive. They are going to have to throw again. Yep, because they can't farm us down with Snarl. It's just not enough damage. Resisted and no stab. Wild Charge again, they immediately swap into the Giratina. We have the Zarude, full health and a shield. It's over. So what we're going to do is just come out of here with energy and then go for the Power Whip onto the Zacian at the end here. Look at how much damage that does. That's incredible. Zarude is so OP. Let's go. Grass and Dark type just came in out of nowhere and just took over. This thing is a beast. And this is why it is so frustrating, I could imagine, for people who just got a horrible IV. Right? I mean, I'm glad I'm able to bring you these battles, but Niantic, I know, hates me. I know they see this sometimes. They see some of my videos. You guys need to put out Zarude again. I mean, make a system in which you can maybe recover mythicals, IVs, or legendaries. I don't know. Make it difficult. Not relying on stupid kilometers because people are just going to abuse the system or something. Okay, anyways, next battle, we're met with a Zekrom here. Let's go. All right, so we resist that. Resist Crunch. Wild Charge is going to be doing some good damage plus stab. So I'm not throwing again. We're doing that thing. We want them to throw first, but I got nervous and I shielded up. So that was stupid of me to even overfarm. What was the point there? You just wasted energy. Absolutely wasted energy. So we're behind. Going for another close combat. We're going to swap after this into our Landorus. Great. Now, we are still going to be flying, so check it out. Still does a good amount of damage, plus the squishiness we were talking about, right? This thing is just putting in work. I love this Landorus, so we're going to go ahead and go Stone Edge here. It just does what it needs to do when I need it to do it. Sometimes, you know, not every Pokemon is going to be covered all the time. So doing a lot of damage to that Zacian over there. Going for a Wild Charge. We survive. Get to a Superpower. Come on. This is still going to do good damage. Just check it out. Superpower is strong. We're getting a shield. Okay, well, that's great. Pulling a shield, I'll take it. Yes, please. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Zacian here. I think we just let it go. Yeah, we want them to just use their energy. We're going to farm them down right about now since they have double, well, it's like really debuff themselves there. Shield this close combat, of course. And they got an Excadrill in the back. Zarude's about to sweep this whole team up. Let's go. All right, let's get it. So we're going to go for the Power Whip. And farm them down at this point. They're going to go for a Rock Slide. It's not going to do that much. It's, yeah, still in the green. Comfortable green. Great. And let's be careful. It's Zekrom. I'm just throwing it. I don't know if they had energy. It doesn't really matter. All their charge moves are not very effective. And we take the win with the Power Whip at the end. Let's go. Or a Vine Whip. All right, next battle. What are we going to see here? And oh, okay. All right. All right, so did you see what happened there? It didn't even show the like 3, 2, 1. It's like one go. Does that happen to you? Well, I'll explain how to fix that. Just restart your app. Even though you're not even in and out of your app, because that could cause it if you're in and out of your in and out, and your game is puttering and you do not have it on default frame rate, put it on default frame rate, restart your app. You don't need to put it on first. Just restart your app and then put it on. Doesn't matter. Or if you have it on, then restart your app if it's doing that, because that's the cause of a lot of stuff in Pokemon Go, or at least a lot of the slow, sluggish movements. Sometimes, depending on the phone you have, if you have an older phone, that's obviously the reason why it's doing that. But I'm just giving you some advice. So basically, restart your app if you don't see 3, 2, 1, and it's just like, go. That's pretty bull crap. You don't even have a chance to think. All right. Anyways, we're going to be seeing them come in here and take us out, which is fine. Going to be bringing in our Zacian here, and you already know what it is. Now we're going to have to shield this up, and we're just going to keep on going here. Got to be careful. And go into 2 of those. Great. Wait, that's our last Pokemon. I don't need to be careful. What am I talking about? So simply building up to 2, and then I swap into Zarude to be rude. Not really. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm joking. I was just trying to be funny. All right, into the next battle. What are we going to see here? See, it's one go. All right. Still not getting the picture. Sometimes I get too excited from the battles, and I'm just like, yeah, let's go. You know, just playing with Athena really quick, then I space it out. So I just keep going. I'm like, oh, crap, duh. For like a whole set. Okay, wake up. So we're going to go for another close combat. Now, I like to go for a close combat right away because they like to try to sneak away all sneaky, slithery. That Dialga, so annoying. So we try to, you're not going anywhere before, and then, you know, they're obligated to use a shield or at least take it, which is going to do pretty much all their health. So we swap into our Landers here. We're going for the superpower, of course. I mean, it's no point in going Stone Edge. Unfortunately, I'm not able to get to the second one. We just didn't have enough health because we didn't shield up that. I just wanted to save the shield. We're going to go ahead and bring in Zarude here. And yeah, we're in a weird position, so now we're going to have to use a shield. Was it worth it? No. I maybe should have shielded up the Landorus, but it is okay. I mean, I guess the reason why I didn't really is because we would have debuffed ourselves and we would have had a debuff Pokemon that we would have shielded. Sure, we would have won a swap, but this is a much better position, I think, that we're in. They come in with their Dialga. Absolutely great. I would take this. Let's go. Going to go ahead and go for the close combat and then farm down. Let's go. And we're going to go for the Wild Charge right away because they already have a charge move here, and we do not want to get hit by that while we have energy. And unfortunately not getting to the next one here, but Zarude's going to be able to go in there and Power Whip that thing out of here. Yeah, it's flying type. It doesn't really matter. Like I said, Power Whip's doing a lot of damage, and when you're going up against something that resists all of your moves, Power Whip's the move to do. Still does a lot. Taking him out and taking the win. Let's get it. All right, into the next battle. 25 minutes in, okay. We're met with a ho-oh. Let's go. All right, so this thing is, you know, it's not a horrible, it's a good matchup. You got Wild Charge. If you have Play Rough, you're screwed. That's just the bottom line. All right, you go play rough all day. I guess it's not very effective while they're going to Earthquake you and then eventually Brave Bird you. So we're going to swap, and I'm thinking they're going to go Earthquake because, you know, we debuffed ourselves. Obviously, they're not going to go for the Brave Bird. They don't need to, and we caught correctly. Let's get it. Now, this could be a Brave Bird. I think we do shield this up, and we call it excellent. And they swap into Giratina. Not the best thing that we want to see, but then again, Stone Edge doesn't take prisoners. Let's go. Unless you're a ground type, right? Ground Steel specifically would be crazy. But yeah, anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get to the superpower. I was trying to make them think we got to another one. Better shield it up. It's Giratina. They're not shielding it up. They don't care. All right, good call. Going to go ahead and bring in our Zarude. It was never a worry because, you know, if I see a Giratina, Zarude's going to go in there and handle it. Dragon Claw, really not doing too much, honestly. It's like doing a little less, about as much as a Shadow Ball, a little less than Shadow Ball. So we take them out. They don't want to keep it going there because I don't blame them. Of course, you don't want to. Coming back in here with the ho-oh, we immediately swap into our Zacian and get to the Wild Charge so that they're obligated to shield up because they have energy they don't really want to waste here. I guess they do. I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. And we're still in a good position because Zacian's Snarl is not taking us out anytime soon. All right, so we need to take advantage of that right here. And what we need to happen is not have energy on the Zacian, on their Zacian when this is over here. But they're going to have some, I guess, but it doesn't really matter. We still have our shield. We're going to hold on to it with our Zarude, which has a little bit of energy stored up here. So even if they get to a close combat, which they don't, we would be able to shield it up. But this Power Whip is going to obviously take them out. And Zarude taking the win again for us, looking good. All right, let's keep it going here. And for some reason, it was a glitch. And we got a 5-0. I was like, what the hell? I just got a 5-0. What's going on here? And then it gave it to me for some reason. So there's another. And let's keep it going here. Looking good. All right. So yeah, like I said, you know, put together a good team, you rise up. But that's not the goal here. We want to hit Legend eventually, but there's a long season. So don't bother me about the elo. All right, next battle, we're met with a Dialga. Great. All right, like I said, we're going to go for it right away because, you know, I want that shield. There you go. And the Dragon Breath is not a threat. We're going to shield up the first Iron Head anyway. I guess you could let it go, but I don't recommend it too much. So we're going to go ahead and throw again after we almost build up to 2 more. They're going to be able to get to another Iron Head here. They're going all the way. Yep, the Dialga beats you. Unless they do lag. All right, so they get to the Iron Head. And I was just worried they were going to catch, but I'm pretty sure we're good to go here. All right, great. And we swap to start farming down with Zarude because it's steel, and we're able to get a good amount of farm off that. And they bring in their Melmetal. Unless it was a Charm user, it doesn't really matter. Even if it was a Charm user, we have, I mean, the only one that we're going to see is, I guess, a Sylveon, but mostly Togekiss, which is also weak to Stone Edge. So we have the Landorus, which is our star here. So we're going to go ahead and let this go through because we have no more shields left. Superpower not enough, and they swap into a Palkia. I'm sweating a little bit, but I get to the Power Whip, and the sweat goes away. For now, I think I start sweating again here in a second. When I bring in my Zacian here, and they go for Aqua Tail. I'm sweating, please survive. Come on, buddy. And it survives, and we get to it. Fantastic. All right, we're good to go. Don't think they're going to be... No, there's nothing they can do. No. We have a whole Landorus. All right, let's go. See how much this does. You'll see how squishy. Non-stab, Rock Slide from Melmetal. All right, that's not bad. That's not bad. But the thing is spammy as heck, so got to think about that. Melmetal, such a good Pokemon. Like I said, free, so get it. All right, if you're looking for something that, you know, you don't have too many good legendaries, you don't raid too often, well, what's free? Is there anything free in Pokemon Go? Well, that is technically free. So there you go. Anyways, so we're going to see a Giratina. This is not good. This is never good if you don't have Play Rough. So I'm winning a lot of them, though, because of the way I play it. So we're going to go ahead and throw the Wild Charge and then retreat. We want energy on this thing, and you don't use your shield. And they've used a shield already, so that's great. They go into an Excadrill, which is just chef's kiss. I would do that, but I'm holding the phone. Mwah! There you go. So we're going to build up to 2 and, you know, just throw them, you know, just do the superpower thing. They let the first one go. And unfortunately not able to get to the Stone Edge, but that's fine. I mean, we won already the matchup, but they go Ominous Wind. We get to the Stone Edge. Let's go. Our attack has been debuffed by 1 stage, but this is still chip damage that I'll take. Great. Excellent. And they threw energy too. So Zarude is going to be the thing we go in here with. Remember, the Zacian does have a charge move. I think it may be 1 Snarl off from getting to both of them, but it still has energy ready to go. Shadow Ball. All right. Still have 2 shields and still holding on to them. Going to go for our Dark Pulse here. Taking them out. What you got in the back? It's a Snorlax. Interesting. So Superpower. They really are like, they're going to make an attempt to try to win this, and I commend them for that. Let's go. They're using that last shield. We swap into our Zacian and immediately go for the close combat. I guess we did have it ready. Very nice. And we still have 2 shields. I was not trying to flex. It's just the way it worked. It really was. And I'm going to use one here because, well, Superpower. So it's not like I was, you know. Sometimes you just hold on to them. See, exactly. Another shield that I needed. It could have been another Superpower. Well, bait and then lick, Superpower. Then they could have won, right? So it's a good thing I held on to them. Good game. Moving on to our next opponent. What are we going to see here? Let's see it. Yeah, it looks like it's getting darker outside. And it's a Dialga. They swap into their own Zacian. And we're going to go ahead and just stay here, waiting for them to throw first. Perfect. Right as we made it to 100 energy, they go Play Rough, though, unfortunately. So, yeah, that's a little bit of a different situation. They're not going to debuff themselves, but it does take a little bit more energy. But once they do get to this point, close combat's not enough, but I don't know. It's bringing you fairly low that they could almost just farm you down, I think. And we're going to go ahead and take them out with this Wild Charge here. So we're going to be pretty debuffed. In comes their Dialga. We're going to go straight for that close combat. Zacian is just disgusting. Look at this filth. It's in a good way. All right, if you're confused, like, what are you talking about? It's filth. No, it's amazing. I'm just saying, like, disgusting as in how OP, overpowered, cheap Zacian really is. All right, it's not invincible, though. Let's not get this, you know, all, you know, misconstrued. It still has its vulnerabilities. Still very weak to steel. All right, anyway, so we're going to be going up against Kyogre. Oh, man. Zarude loves this matchup. It's so nice. It does so much damage. My gosh, it's so crazy. In comes Dialga here. Well, we'll let this Iron Head go through. Absolutely. Zarude already did its job here, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, we just got 1 Pokemon left, so we're just going to go ahead and go for the Dark Pulse. And I think it might be able to finish the... Oh, no, yeah, that didn't make sense. Swapping in and just going close combat. They would have farmed me down, and then it would have been, like, all weird. All right, good game. All right, my mic was acting weird, so hopefully I don't sound all funny now. All right, next battle. We're met with another Dialga. Fantastic. They're going to be swapping into their Zacian. Okay, that sounds good to me. X-Legend here. Quite a few of them. Going to go ahead and let this go. See what it is. Play rough. All right, same situation as before. Let's go ahead and do that same song and dance right about now with a new trainer. See how this does play out differently. Building up to 2 wild charges. We're going to go ahead and use our first shield here. Obviously, we're not going to be letting this thing go down at all right now because it's still extremely valuable to us. Even though we debuffed it, we can still swap and survive. So we're going to build up to another. Wow, why is it lagging? Interesting. Only lags when I go up against X Legends. Why? And when I'm in a good situation. Why? All right, anyways, we're going to go ahead and go for a wild charge here. Okay, and they're going to be going in. Now, they didn't catch me off guard. I thought I might be able to get to it. I already know they're probably like, yeah, stupid poke. Take that. Well, it's okay. I got something for you. Zarude. Get him, boy. Good. Take that with the Kyogre. All right, so we're going to go ahead and swap into our Landorus here. I'm sorry if I sound irritated. It's just this battle was all kinds of weird, okay? You may not be able to see it when it's at this speed. When it's playing normally, you'll be able to pick up on all these things. All right, anyways. They have Zacian. Yeah. We're going to get Power Whip, take them out, and take the win. All right, we had a good lead, though, so let's not get too ahead of ourselves there. All right, next battle. Let's see what we're going to be met with. And it is gonna, and nothing against that last person. I'm sorry. It's just, what, somebody asked me, like, did they show you proof? Let me just ask you this question here. Is a thief going to show you video proof of him, of him stealing? If they're stupid enough to go on TikTok or whatever they do and show what they stole, yeah, there's those dummies out there. But let's be realistic. The people that have half a brain cell to rub together here, two of them, are not going to be giving you, oh yeah, you want to see how I cheated? Let me just present it to you right here, right? There is something going on. I'm not saying anybody in this video is doing it, but all of you already know we're not dumb. Go Battle League is busted, and the majority of the things that we're seeing are from the broken lag. But there is an exploit or two out there, or several, right? Anyways, we're up against the Yveltal here. Going off again. All right? People are so sensitive. Rants. It's not rants. It's a passionate discussion, okay? All right, so they're going Focus Blast. All right, so they're shieldless. We have one shield. Going with the Landorus here. Going for the superpower. Looks like I was trying to hit it, but to get to their charge move, we're going to let this go. Yeah, Dark Pulse, yeah, it's doing damage, but we're still comfortable. Going to debuff ourselves here, but it doesn't really matter because we're going to immediately swap into our Zacian and go close combat and take the win up against Dialga. I mean, these things have fallen. These titans that used to run the show have fallen. Dialga's time is up. Let's go. Next battle. Whoa, did you see how quick it was? There you go. That was a prime example of the 3-2-1 gone garbage GBL. So they swap into a Meloetta, which really threw me off. I was like thinking, what type is that? Oh yeah, Psychic and Normal. All right, it's rude then, right? Then I was trying to think, what moves? So they hit me with the Side Shock. There's no way they have all this energy with, with the confusion. So I let it go. It's another Side Shock, and I figured, all right, now we can farm up and be comfortable. I need to go look it up. Was it Hyper Beam? I don't remember what it has. Anyways, they're coming in here with Dialga, and we're just going to go ahead and throw the Dark Pulse here. Of course, Zarude could take on Dialga's now. Like I said, Dialga's time is up. So we swap into our Landorus because I like to do that. You've seen me do that a couple times throughout this video, just saving that Zarude or that Zacian because I just feel like in my gut I need them maybe for later. And it's not that Landorus isn't useful. It's 100% useful. It's just so good to just get off charge moves like a son of a gun and just put on pressure, like taking out Mewtwo with superpower. Come on. There you go. All right, so we're going to go in here with our Zacian. We have 2 shields. We're going to go ahead and use that first one up. And they still have 2, so we're going to build up 2 close combats here. And there we go. And back-to-back, take the win, right? And that is going to conclude the video. Wow, it's over already? Let's go. It's time for some steak. Oh, we're going to marinate that thing and season it. Let's get it. All right, if you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Turn notifications on. And I will be catching you all on my next video. And we got a 4-1. Let's go. Rising up in rank. We'll drop again. Testing teams. Thanks for watching and take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!